guys, welcome to Transits and Tactics. We are going to talk about the energies of the week and a little bit above that, what's going on right now, what you might be feeling and affected by and with right now, so you can get grounded, you can get back into yourself and focus on your just yourself, your life, your visibility. Because I'm here, Juliette Stapleton, online visibility strategist. Anita King is here, money and prosperity coach. She's going to talk about the manifesting, she's going to talk about the planets. So before we talk about all that, how to, and give you some practical advice. Let's see what's going on right now in terms of the human design transit. It's very interesting. So we're talking about the transit of the sun in gate 2, which is the gate of the now, which is happening from May the 20th to May the 26th. So whenever you're listening to this, it doesn't matter, because you might even think in hindsight in the last couple of days, something is happening around you or maybe inside you that you might recognize. And so the goal here is that you just become aware that these are the external influences that may not be part of your normal life or your design. And so you can be affected by them. So instead of just getting like jumping in to that, sorry, I made a mistake. It was gate 20, right? Not gate 2, the gate of the now. So instead of being affected and being a victim to these external energies, you can actually be grounded and work with them. So the gate 20, this is a gate in your throat. So we're talking about expression today, and it is all about connecting within in what's aligned, what's correct for you in the now, and then expressing it. And an interesting thing here is that the more calm and crystal clear you become about what's truly valuable and profound for you, you will see it resurface too. So, and then you will be able to express it. The expression with this gate can happen in very unusual, quirky, profound ways. Just allow it. This is something that is not in your control, and it's just about observation, right? So when you focus on just accepting and allowing what's happening in the now, a lot of insights can come out, because it's a throat gate. Depending on what's going on, let it come out. It could be humor, it could be something really deep. Whatever it is, observe, listen to your body signals, and then, surrender to expressing it. And that's very interesting for me, because there's also things that with this energy, if you're drawn to focus in the now, then the not self-expression would be to force events, would be to get anxious about the past, would be to get anxious about the future, would be to feel very, very ungrounded. So if you find yourself that you're affected this way, pause. It's very, very simple. And then you have also the grounding energy of the earth in the gate 34, which is the gate of power. And that's a very interesting gate, because it has to do with busyness. And not busyness isn't doing something, but just getting busy with whatever you want to do, and being very selfish about the energy that you spend. So not wanting to share your energy with others. You just sort of like, hey, I'm doing this thing, stop annoying me with taking my energy or talking about something. I just had this morning when somebody in my world just spoke about something that affected me in that moment. I felt this like, oh no, I don't want to spend energy on this. So this is this kind of selfishness. But selfish, and I always promote this selfish marketing. Selfish is not a bad word sometimes, because all it means is that you need to, again, come within yourself. And selfish in terms of being busy, again, it's not about doing something. It could be just doing what you want. And that's your grounding. So you want to read a book, read a book. You want to, watch a movie. So, but it's really good to be aware this week about this busyness energy, because if you're expressing it through the throat with your main sun gate 20, it could sometimes come across very like telling people to go away and things like that. So these are the energies. We have the expression of what you can allow to come to you in the now, and then being selfish about your energy resources and doing what you want. Anita, are you feeling this?
Absolutely. And it's funny, I read it in a different way, but you're right, that busyness can be that energy out of balance. Each of the energies have a scale. When the energy is low, when it's in balance, and when it's high. And the high aspect is getting busy for the sake of being busy almost, pushing, needing to do, wanting to do stuff, but the energy isn't quite there yet. And this energy really, this 3420, it brings the sacral straight to the throat. It is the energy of being present to the now. And and that is the energy where it's most where you're most efficient and most
Yeah.
effective in everything you do. It's when it gets out of balance, you're pushing, you're pulling, you're trying to make stuff happen that isn't ready to happen. And the essence of this gate, it's an individual energy. It's kind of like in Gemini is look at the facts without the emotional attachment. Look at the facts without the expectations, without the fear of things not working, and let that superpower of presencing move you and your manifesting forward the way it's designed to, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. And it's perfect. I love that you have this more in-depth perception of each gate. You know, I when I'm looking at this, and I'm a splenic projector, so I'm looking at this, I'm literally living in the moment. There's no point
Mhm.
for me to plan in the future or, you know it all. I just need to learn it as it goes. So the transits for me personally also give me the insights into the energies of the gates, but seeing how they affect us, especially with someone with a lot of openness and being conditioned by this energy. Some weeks are stronger and some weeks are not as profound, but it's really, really good because it gives you the default, like a bottom line, to come back to in a way. And
Exactly.
and just having this, like, what's good for you this week, observing, listening, allowing, just slowing down to accelerate. That's the
Yeah, exactly.
it's a slogan on
Walk
my
before
website, is in
you-
my life, slow down to
Yeah,
accelerate, right? So this is a
yeah,
perfect week for that. And forcing events and then just getting anxious about the future, the past. It's in the now. That's what the gate is called, the gate of the now. The only truth is in the moment. And as a splenic projector, I really, really, really feel it and stand by it. So I love this. I love this, and I love the idea, or not the idea, but the advice about the manifesting, how to manifest with these energies.
absolutely. And also the beauty of these energies in the transits, it fills a full channel. So we're getting an experience of the energy without the agenda that might be conditioned, that might have come from family, or that we might have learned through our life experience. It's clean, if that makes sense. It's so you can really start to see, as you say, when you do pause and sit back and kind of go, hang on a second, let's just check that this is actually resonating with me before I start, rather than being in the head. And it's because Gemini is head energy, right? It's the air. And be very busy, and mind says, oh, I have this fantastic idea. And the body's going, no. And it's really a matter of realizing that this energy is a gift when it's in the transits, because it's showing us um, that grounding the now, it's grounded in the body. And also, we have the sun and the earth opposite each other. But full moon is also here. The full moon will also be in the gate 34 tomorrow. So the full moon will highlight for us. It's our emotional wellness, our emotional feeling, right? The full moon will highlight, well, where is the emotional attachment to these details that I'm wanting to make happen, or this, wanting to be visible? What details are stuck in, maybe in fear, or maybe stuck in insecurity, or stuck in securities that's based on fear, if that makes sense. And that full moon will kind of, it's in Sagittarius, so it's bringing an optimism. It's bringing in the full moon, it's kind of highlighting on what you've been doing. Ooh, hang on a second. There's an opportunity here somewhere. I know it's here. I can feel it. So, and that's where the energy says, okay, now slow down. Slow down. Okay, you can feel it. All right. Just feel into it so that the opportunity can actually arise before the head goes jumping into all sorts of conclusions and interpretations and meanings, right? It's a really cool energy this week.
Wow, I love it. And you know what? This is the first of the series that we've been planning and talking about it for so long. But this week something happened. This week there was definitely this manifestation of the idea and then the clarity as I know personally as I was slowing down and preparing, and doing some, technical things and the intros and everything, how slowing down gave me so much more completely unexpected insights about what I want this to be, what it means for me, what it means as a collaboration, what it means as individually. And we spent some time before we started recording this, discussing these things, and it's true, but you can't force and you can't jump and you can't, you really need to slow right down and allow this clarity to rise. And I really love, because as I was researching this transit, the phrase, rest assured that everything you need will come to you, provided you know what you need. But how can you know what you need unless you slow down and ground yourself?
That is so true. And in the overall context with the other planets, um, Neptune has been in Pisces since 2011, and it's very much cloudy. It can cloud our what we want, and sometimes, and what we're finding out is what we wanted is not what we want at all, because we were basing what we wanted on what someone else said we might should have, or someone else's idea of what could be true. And there's a point where the I don't know in manifesting really just brings in more opportunities for you not to know. So even knowing that you want to be connected in your next choice or your next decision is enough knowing.
Yes,
You
I
don't
love
have to
that.
know what's going on out here, but once you know where you are in the now, that's the knowing that is going to get the ball rolling with your manifesting.
That's
And
an awesome practical tip. Basically, focus on wanting
you,
what you want to know. I
yeah,
actually have like a little addition of thinking straight away. This is a throat gate right now that we have, the sound gate 20, which is expression. And I know that even if you have an undefined throat center, it's really good. It's a magic manifestation center anyway. And right now it's going to be defined, right? Because the 34 and 20 creates a channel. So pretty much everyone will have this throat center defined. We can manifest this week whatever comes out of our mouth. So watch very carefully what you say out loud, because bad things attract bad things. I know for a fact. So say to yourself, I want to know what I need. I want to know what I need. Just say these things out loud like a broken record. I guarantee you the insights will start coming. Slow down, obviously, but
no, that's so true. And the other side of that as well is um, just use where you feel limited right now
yes,
to define or to refine what you want instead. And that's moving you from the I don't know. And so many, especially women, I'm based in America, and women worldwide are so used to being focused on outside, their kids, their partner, their work, their
yeah,
whatever, rather than themselves. So when I say, well, what do you want? It's probably the number one hardest question for people to answer.
that's true.
They immediately go into, ooh, I don't know. So start with what you don't want.
It's a
Start with what
contrast exercise, isn't it? I think it's in
exactly.
law of attraction. It's a contrast exercise. Start with
Yeah.
what you don't want or you don't
Yeah.
know, or what is the negative? Because the mind is wired to see negative over the positive. And you know what? This is normal because it's a primal
Mm.
sense of where the danger is, because it's a survival. Survival is based on predicting where the danger is and not going there, right? That's how you survive. So this is exactly why it's easier, and it's a really, really good exercise. I know that I've done that so many times. It's such a great practical advice this week. So that's how you can start your manifesting and then slow down and do all the other things. And I
Yeah.
want to also give the online visibility tactic for this week, because this is the energy. And a lot of time, a lot of people I work with sometimes say, oh, I'm so stuck and I don't know where to start, or they're waiting for something to really light them up. So the human design language can be very deceptive, and people are waiting for some sort of like a state of being ecstatic before they can do something when it comes to pretty neutral activities. But this gate, this expression gate, can be potentially super, super creative. It can, if you allow it. If the more you slow down, the more you allow this expression to come through you, whatever arises. It could be very unexpected for you, or it could be something that's been brewing, like this series and with myself and Anita, right? Allow it to come out. It could be really, really creative and good stuff, whether it's short term and maybe it's some sort of funny meme reel post you want to create and it's just to dig on tomorrow. That's okay as well, because that adds to building relationships and to showing your personality, right? It could be something deep and profound. So maybe what you can channel is an article that you've been postponing to write. Allow this, block some time, sit down, ground yourself, and then put headphones on with music if you want to block the world out, whatever works for you. We all have our own kind of ways to get into that moment, but do it, be selfish. Use that selfish energy to be selfish with your content creation and allowing whatever comes to channel. Not what you should, not what some guru said this week you should be posting about this, here's 1,000 prompts, right? We've all been there. Those things don't work. It has to come from within. Allow it to come from within. Whatever it is, you don't even know what you know. And then, express it, whatever way. If it's a long form something, it could be a video, could just start talking, right? The throat is activated. It could be an article. There's so many things you can do then with these pieces of content when they are created. There's so many ways that you can repurpose them, and you don't need to be creative while you're repurposing them. So this energy and the potential, be selfish with it. Be in the now, create, and then you will have this thing that can work for you over and over again, or can really connect with your audience in the moment. So that's the practical visibility tactic for you. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. This is Transits and Tactics. We're so delighted, and hopefully we will see you with us next time.